Coming up on this week's episode, me and Kai, we're finally back together. That's right, Kai's back from the dead, and I'm also back from wherever I was last week. On this week's episode of... My name is Fraser.
And my name is Kai.
Oh my god, I haven't spoke to you in ages, Kai.
You know what, it has. It's been like, what, 2 weeks?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. That's weird.
It's
been a lot. There's like,
it's been a very, very
going
long time.
on.
So much has been going on. It's a whole new month.
It is October.
And I'm a completely different age now.
You are. Did I get it right last week?
You did. 24 is right. Well done.
Okay, good. I thought so, and I was like, fuck, I'm a bad friend.
I was like, the uncertainty is killing me. But you did get it right.
Yeah. Do you know how old I am?
You are 22 this year.
I am, yeah.
Oh, thank God for that. There we go. Jesus, that caught me off guard. I was hoping, God, oh dear. Anyway, talking of things that are catching people off guard, questions that are catching people off guard. Guess what? We want questions. Yay! It's been a very long time since we did our last community episode. So we're going to bring it back. Next week, episode 35, we're going to be doing the community episode. So make sure you tweet us on Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast. Tweet us some unique questions. It's like topic of the week, but it's not quite topic of the week because you're asking us questions to get to know us better. So tweet us at Stuck in a Podcast with any questions you may have for either of us, whether it's to do with the podcast, our personal lives, our online lives, or anything. Tweet us at Stuck in a Podcast. What I'll also do is on the announcement tweet is I'll put like a list of common questions that we've already answered, so you can make sure that you don't ask them. But yeah, just tweet us because we like doing a community episode and it's been a very, very long time. I can't remember when the last time was.
Oh, it's got to be months ago.
Maybe I think it was like start of season 2.
Yeah.
So it's been the beginning of the year. I think it's been like a super duper long time, so it'll be good to be able to do that again. So yes, tweet us at Stuck in a Podcast.
Yeah.
How are you doing though, Kai?
Yeah, I'm alright. My throat's a little bit today.
Oh dear, you silly throatless man.
I think it's more because I didn't really drink much yesterday because I just spent most of the day travelling back home.
Oh, you silly, thirsty, throatless man.
You know what? Worst day to travel yesterday. I'm just saying it in general, right? Because, you know, we'll speak about why later, obviously, because you know what happened yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What am I meant to do for however long on trains with nothing?
Have a nap.
That's very sad. You know what? I didn't have a nap.
Oh, silly man. Silly, tired, thirsty, throatless man.
That's me. But no, I'm alright. I spent the weekend in Birmingham. Very nice.
Ooh, exotic.
Yeah, I was meant to be in Florida.
Ooh, not as exotic as Birmingham.
And it is quite nice going to like Birmingham and places because I don't know if you remember, like, it's got to be a couple of years ago where I was like, you know, that is a place where I'd happily move and whatever else if I had to or wanted to and whatever else. And it kind of gives me that push to still kind of maybe go up that way, but also maybe further. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of debating on it. But no, I spent the weekend there. Watched all of Squid Game.
Uh-huh. Good TV show.
I think I binged it in about 18 hours.
Gosh, that is quite quick.
Yeah, had a snooze in between, obviously.
It's so popular at the moment, and it's completely understandable why. Did you watch it in subtitles, or did you watch it dubbed?
I watched mostly in dubbed with the odd subtitles on. But I also watched some of the original.
Yeah, see, I watched it all, other than like the very start, where you're like, oh, do it dubbed, why not? Because it makes sense. I think by the second episode, I switched to subtitles because like I just did a general comparison, like, oh, listen to what they sound like here and listen to what they sound like here.
They sound so much better in the original, don't they?
The voice actors for the English version are shite.
They really are. And there's one of them that can't catch their breath on one of the sentences, so it's like, I've got this for you, girl.
Literally. And the thing which makes it awful as well is that they break up the sentences differently in Korean compared to English. So there's just random pauses in the middle of the English dubbed version.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just ended up not liking it. I didn't care about the lips being out of sync because that just, you know, that is what it is for a dubbed version. But it's just the voice actors were so shockingly bad that, yeah, I just switched to Korean. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. It's such a good show.
Oh, it was great. It was really good. Do you know what? It's really annoying because I saw it when it was first added to Netflix.
Yeah, same.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 weeks ago now.
Yeah, and I was like, gotta watch this, but the episodes are long.
Yeah, no, that was the same here.
Turned me off.
It was the week. It was on the week before my birthday weekend, which we'll get into in a second. That's when I saw it on Netflix. I was like, oh, this actually looks really cool. Cool, I add it to my list. But then I was like, oh, some of the episodes are like 65 minutes. I can't do that in a work lunchtime.
Yeah.
So I have to put it off because I'm currently binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm on season 4 at the moment.
Oh, yes. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. I love it to bits. Yeah, I'm currently on season 4. And I was like, oh, I really want to see this, but like at the same time, I just can't do it in a work lunchtime. And then on my birthday weekend, Thomas was like, oh, have you seen Squid Game yet? And I was like, I've seen the trailer. I fucking love the look of it. I can't wait to watch it. And then suddenly the week after, it's really, really popular. So it's like, oh, I don't want to watch it because it looks like I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I'm watching it because I saw it and it looks really, really good.
Literally same. And then on Saturday, I was wait, hold on. I don't know what day it is. What day is it today?
Monday. No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 5th.
Okay, so I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday last week, I was like, right, well, gotta watch it now because it's getting popular. It's gonna be all over Twitter the next day. Yeah. So I was like, okay, Friday, Saturday, let's watch the first episode, see if we can get into it, go from there. Got into it, obviously, went from there, watched all of it within the next day.
Yeah. So addictive, such a good storyline. It was
very good. I very much enjoyed episode the one I don't want to give spoilers away, you know, the one
you can say what happened without it revealing. The one with the jumpy
jumpies.
Oh,
2 sides, jumpy.
Oh, the 7th one, I think that was.
I believe that was the 7th.
Yes, yeah, that one was a good one. I think for me, my favourite episode is the one that I said to you was really good because it's the most emotionally hard-hitting one without revealing anything. Episode 6.
Yeah, number 6.
That's my absolute favourite one because of how shocking it was in so many different aspects.
Yeah.
Which I was, obviously not giving away any spoilers here, just in case people haven't watched it. But honestly, that would definitely be my go-to watch at the moment.
The one thing I remember saying about the show when I was watching it is I could easily predict what was going to happen later on for like different characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Well, sounds like you've had a good weekend then.
Yeah. Other than that, went out on Saturday night, met 3 people that watched my videos. Bit odd.
Nice.
But quite funny, and they were lovely, obviously. And yeah, otherwise it was a nice fun weekend. It was just travelling yesterday that was a bit of a shit.
It's a Monday. What do you expect?
Well, it was a Monday with basically no internet and whatever else. But we'll get to that later because that's enough of my week. How was your birthday week and just your week in general?
Oh, it was good. So first of all, my birthday weekend, I'm not obviously going to recap everything because I've already covered in like 2 episodes ago what I was going to get up to. What I will recap though is what actually did happen. Some of the funny things that happened that weekend. So we all met up. Everyone met up on the Saturday and we all checked into the hotels. I literally had a headache as soon as I arrived. We went to Asda literally just beforehand to get some drinks and I was like, I gotta get a paracetamol as well because I feel a headache coming on. And then we arrived at the hotel and I was like, I'm gonna have a lie down. I just had a lie down in my room and I felt like so bad because last one I met Aiden and Soph and they were saying hi for the first time and I was like, oh hi, with a headache. And I was like, I feel so bad because they've come all this way. Obviously Aiden's just down the road, but Soph's come all this way and I've gone, oh hi, like bloody hell. So I had to lie down.
I'm going to bed.
Had some paracetamol and then I was like, well, when do I go on up? And then I was just getting texts from Helena saying, don't come up yet. I was like, oh, I actually kind of want to come up now because Aiden got like a suite hotel room, which means there's a living room and everything. I was like, all right, can I come up now? No. Can I come up now? No. And then eventually I was told I could come up and I walked into the room.
Come up.
Oh yeah, halfway up the lift. No, fuck off. I went into the room and the first thing I saw was a big balloon banner across the window which said Hairy Daddy.
Hairy Daddy.
It obviously was supposed to say happy birthday, but they tried making other words out of it, so they made Hairy Daddy out of it.
I love that. That was like my favourite thing to see.
That was absolutely hilarious to walk into. Soph also got me a bag of Freddos with the note on it saying, if you ever wondered what £10 worth of Freddos looks like, it's this. And there were 60 Freddos in there.
God, that's not that many, is it?
I think that's really good. That's about 16p a Freddo.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's good in the Freddo economy.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Sorry, I thought it was a lot.
No, 60 Freddos, tenner, 16p each. Yeah, that's what it was. That was a really funny and creative birthday present.
Did you work that out, or did you previously?
I worked out the 16p, but Soph told me there was 60 in there. I wasn't going to sit there and count. So that was a very creative present. Anyway, we went out, we had some food, we had some drinks, obviously talked about the food plans previously, and then we went out clubbing. Yeah. After having prees, we went out at like 11 o'clock, and the club we were going to go to, the queue was literally spanning across the bridge. It would have taken hours to get in. We're just like, oh no, we're not doing this. Sod that. What a bad idea for leaving it so late. And then we ended up going to another club called OMG. And it was a really, really interesting club to go to because at the door it had a candy grabber, but in the candy grabber there was sex toys.
Nice. Did you win any?
I did not try.
Oh, I would have been there the whole night.
You would have emptied the machine.
I probably would have. You know me, I get addicted to those machines.
Oh dear, not sure about the contents though. Anyway,
I mean, Fraser, that's good. You could sell them that. Yeah, I'm sure someone on eBay or Facebook Marketplace would take a.
Oh dear,
maybe Gumtree.
So we got in. It took about 45 minutes to get in, which isn't that bad to be honest, considering how busy it was. We got in about 1 o'clock and then we left at 3:30, so we had a really late night. It was really, really, really fun. And the people that I was expecting to be maybe feel a bit like they're out of their depth, out of the group, ended up having an insanely good time.
That's good.
So it was such a good night, and do you know what? It was nice to have a breath of normality and a breath of something which feels completely wrong at the moment, but you could just have a really good time.
Yeah.
So I proper enjoyed it. Of course, I've been really skeptical about COVID and everything else. I've been testing daily ever since, and it's been about 10 days now, I think, and I'm still testing negative. So I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you're all right.
But I've been very skeptical about it. And then, on the Sunday, we did an escape room. We broke off into 2 teams of 4. My team, we escaped with 17 minutes to spare. And the other team escaped with 9 minutes to spare. So we both escaped. Fantastic. Really, really good fun. And Beta also is escaping her room.
I can hear.
And then the last minute plan was I was thinking of, maybe just go home, come back the next day so I can hang out with the people that are staying for an extra day. Literally everybody stayed an extra day. In the end, that was the unwritten plan. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, let's have a good time. Why not?" So, literally that same day, booked another night in the hotel.
Did you go to the same hotel, or did you change?
Oh no, I went to a different one. There's premium for £39. I was like, "That's a bargain. Gotta go there." Yeah,
that's amazing.
Exactly. So, we stayed with each other for quite a while. We went to Zaza's all you can eat place. Got some good food together, and then on the Monday we all met up, went for lunch together, and then slowly but surely said goodbye to everyone, which was very sad, but it was a really, really good weekend. Honestly, that is the most I've ever celebrated a birthday in probably about 10 years, with the second closest within those 10 years being 3 years ago when we went to the Snow Dome in Birmingham. That was me, Cam, Thomas. We all went to the Snow Dome, which was quite fun.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So overall, really good birthday weekend. But also, the previous week I've also been playing on the Halo Infinite Technical Preview, because I was invited to that, which allows you to test the game. It's coming out in 2 months, but it allows you to test the multiplayer functions of the game before the game's actually released. And oh my god, I really, really fucking enjoyed it. We played it on stream. Which obviously was a quiet stream because not really too many people are into Halo out of my community. But for those that were, they enjoyed watching the stream. And I said, for every major bug we find, I'm going to gift a sub to the community. Cool. So we found, in total over the weekend, I found 5 bugs, but only one of them was major. And it was quite funny because I was playing the game normally, I died, and I spawned in, and I was like, why is the tip of my gun, like, spanning off to the edge of the map? And then I switched to the pistol, and the entire thing's a massive fucking cube, and the entire cube is spanning off to the edge of the map for some reason.
Right.
So that was quite a funny game-breaking bug, because all I could see on my screen was just a massive cube line going across the entire map, and I was shooting a big cube instead of a pistol.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite a big bug.
Dangerous, Fraser.
Yeah. Beware of the cube. The Fortnite cube story has got nothing on that.
Neither's like the TV show The Cube.
Yeah. Bloody hell, Philip Schofield is quaking at that bug. Anyway, yeah, so that was that. It's been a really fun couple of weekends, though. And I've got no more plans at the moment, which is quite nice. It's nice to have a nice future weekends come up ahead. But hopefully I'll be able to go and travel again soon. Yeah.
I mean, we should still do something soon.
Yes, come on over. We still need to go to Go Ape.
We do. And I still want to do the Thorpe Park thing, but I feel like it's too rushed this year, you know? Because everyone seems a bit busy.
Anything can be a plan if you put your mind to it.
Okay, then yeah, we could do that then as well, probably.
Cool. New plans coming soon.
Hell yeah.
A reminder for people that have made it halfway through this episode, thank you so much for making it this far through the episode. Tweet us the secret word. I know we haven't done a secret word in a while. Tweet us the secret word that's stuck in a podcast, which is downtime. Downtime is the secret word for this week. So make sure you tweet us at Stuck in a Podcast with the secret word. And the reason that that's the secret word for this week is because, as Kai was saying earlier, there's been some issues.
Oh.
Go on then.
Everything was down! Literally everything!
The internet died once again. Well, part of it anyway.
Everything owned by Facebook died.
Exactly. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and any services which use Facebook logins in order to log into their services were all down for around a quarter to a third of an entire day.
Even like Oculus and stuff was down because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then because everyone else was using like different apps and whatever else, those apps then became slightly slower as well because it had more of a more capacity than usual. So
yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, some people were saying Twitter was going slow at some point.
Yeah, mine
and
was
while I didn't experience it, yeah, Twitter acknowledged it and said, yeah, this is an issue. This has happened. So yeah, but it's funny though because all the brands were like memeing everything. Like
I saw that. Yeah.
Like Discord was like, oh, it feels good to be online right now. But then some people were replying like for once to Discord because they always have some outages.
I saw like WhatsApp replied to Twitter as well and were like, hey guys. And everyone was like, you're not meant to be up.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitter was like, hello, literally everyone. It's funny. And it's true though, whenever anything else goes down, everyone flocks to Twitter to ask about it. Nobody flocks to Facebook to ask if something's down. Let's just say if Twitter's down. Oh no, I don't think anyone even flocks to Facebook. I think people put it on Discord and stuff.
Yeah. Facebook's not really used too much by like general Twitter users, is it?
No, it's for the elderly.
I saw it's really annoying yesterday though because I was meant to go and meet Elodie in London for a couple of hours, and I messaged her on Messenger and I was like, why is that not sending?
Oh dear.
I was like, I'll try Instagram instead. Why is Instagram not loading? I'll try a different app. Finally got through to her on Twitter and we just decided just not to do yesterday because of it was just getting late.
Yeah, fair enough.
God, what a nightmare that whole situation was.
Yeah, with all of that going down, basically everyone else went down in terms of everyone's brains imploded as they're wondering, is the end near once again? I honestly thought the outage was even bigger because I couldn't get my CarPlay to work when connected to my phone. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, why can I not get my CarPlay to work? Turns out I changed the setting, and I remember changing a setting now, but it's just it coincided perfectly with everything else that's going on. I was like, oh, come on, is CarPlay down? But I was like, how is that? That's not even possible. Because CarPlay doesn't work on the internet. CarPlay's like, it works on my phone. So I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, the main reason behind it, and this has been confirmed now, I'm not going to go too technical into it, but Long story short, it was caused by what's known as BGP, also known as Border Gateway Protocol, which is very similar to DNS. Penguin. That too. Long story short,
the big gay penguin.
Long story short, what BGP means, Border Gateway Protocol, is it's basically what puts Facebook on the map of the internet.
Right. So
using BGP, internet traffic can be routed because Facebook is saying, yes, I'm over here. But what they've basically gone and done with that going down, they removed the ability to basically say, yes, we're over here.
Ooh.
So it's like navigating a map, but there's no pin on the map to say Facebook's over there. Or it's like you're sending a letter, but there's no address.
Right, okay.
Or the letter gets returned because the post office has no idea where that address is.
Okay, I get that.
It was such a big mistake that it was part of their routine maintenance, but they messed up so badly that basically the engineers that made the changes locked themselves out of being able to revert the changes. It then brought down every other system because no system could communicate with each other because those changes basically said, no, we don't know where anything else is.
No.
Like literally all emails for Facebook were down as well. Any emails that were sent to Facebook during that time would have 100% been lost in transmission with no backup ever. That's how down it went. And then the only way that it could be restored was engineers had to go on site to where the servers are in the data center and revert the changes that way. But that could have been done quite easily if somebody at the data center had permissions to do it. But because the permission structure is basically, if you're at the data center, you're dealing with the commissioning and decommissioning of servers. And if you're working on networking, then you're working on the network to work things out. Basically, no one on the data center site had permissions, and it couldn't be given because no one had access to give the permissions. So they had to send network engineers over to the data center, which took hours to get there, obviously, to fix things and bring things back up.
So quite an easy process.
Yeah, quite a big issue. Big issue? Sorry. Quite a big issue. And it's something that I'm sure they'll never forget. And I'm sure the internet will never forget. Because that's definitely one of Facebook's biggest outages to date.
Yeah, and that's like massive as well. I saw a thing earlier, it was like apparently Facebook's value went down by 50 billion.
I think their shares plummeted. I think the shares were only plummeting by like $20 a share. But
there's 50
span that over all of the shares, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, I think, decreased to the 8th richest person in the world. Oh, what a shame. I would hate to be the 8th richest person in the world.
What's he going to do?
Not going to be the 7th richest person. That's what he's going to do.
Work in, I don't want to say a place because then it makes it sound bad.
M&S, I'm sure M&S are hiring.
Everywhere's fine. Like if you work in a place, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you could get a job down Costa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that, I have decided also a mini topic of the week because with communications going down and with some people's primary method of communication going down, and the only place that some people can talk on the internet going down, it made me realise, well, what alternative is there? Like some people only talk on Messenger because it's easy and convenient. Some people only use WhatsApp because it allows them to use essentially free texting across iPhone, Android, and all the other platforms,
and
even computer, and video calling. So I thought, if that's gone down, then what's the alternative for people who don't have it in place? So my question to you, and the mini topic of the week, is what would you do if the internet permanently went down tomorrow?
Well, first things first, I'd go over to BT across the road and say, hey, it's not raining. What's wrong with my internet?
Oh yeah, of course, because yours always messes up when it rains.
Yeah, and then I'd ask the new internet provider around here, hey, I know you said that my house is the only one on the street that can't have the new internet because of the infrastructure of the house, but where's my internet? And then I'd be like, well, time for bed.
They'll be like, we got no internet.
To be fair, I haven't really had internet for the last few days. I think I could handle it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I'd just go and do other things a lot more. But
if you think about it, your phone would cease to work.
Yeah.
Only the phone networks would work.
Yeah.
So it means you could still text and stuff.
I mean, I'd also lose my job. So would you.
You would. Literally. You wouldn't have a job. I would have to go into work.
Yeah.
I would literally have to deal with IT, but it would all be on-site IT.
Yeah.
And even then, the IT wouldn't work properly because you can't email people. So maybe I would lose my job, yeah.
Yeah.
Your job would be instantly lost. My job would be potentially very quickly lost soon after.
I guess I just play Minecraft, you know? I still got access to that.
Offline.
Yeah. Single player.
That's sad. But let's just say, like, you only talk to someone because you don't have their phone number. And let's just say you only talk to them online. You would literally no longer, in seconds, have communication with that person ever again unless you found their phone number.
Or their address.
Yeah.
It's kind of
but, like,
rough,
international friends, for example, our friends in America,
like
you would literally never be able to talk to them again if you don't have the phone number.
Ooh.
Which is crazy.
I'll make my own internet, Fraser.
Oh, what are you going to call it?
The net.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a creative name.
Yeah, you know how they say, like, inter? Yeah, not this one. This is just
This is just the net.
The net.
I think I know what I'd call mine.
Yeah?
The galaxy wide web. It ain't just the world. It's Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and all the planets beyond.
What about... Is it only this galaxy or, like, every galaxy?
Just this galaxy. We don't even know if we can get in touch with the other galaxies properly.
Well, you'd be the one to find out. It's your product.
You gotta take it a step at a time. It's like how Apple only wants to bring you a tiny speed increase with every phone upgrade, rather than being able to do the full capacity they know they can fully well do. You know, with one small step at a time, we'll go from just the world to the entire fucking galaxy. You know, just a small step.
Yeah, fair enough. I could handle that.
Yeah. Don't think we're even going to explore much else of the galaxy, to be honest. So,
not in our lifetime.
Definitely not in our lifetime.
Maybe in, like, I don't know, maybe in the people being born now.
Yeah, they might see, like, Mars having fully fiber or something, or 5G, probably 7G on Mars.
Yeah. How long does it take them for 4G to really be a thing, like most places?
10 years?
I mean, it's not really, is it? It's still not in most places, but...
I think it's like 10 years per G.
Yeah, because 3G was like, 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
And then 2010 to 20 was 4G, 5G 2021 to 30. So yeah,
I reckon that could work.
Sense.
I mean, it might speed up over time a little bit more, but no, I think otherwise
I guess if there's not really
work.
A point for it to speed up though at the moment, is there? Because 5G is quite fast.
When there's a will, there's a way.
That's true. Our friend Will, he knows a person called Way.
He knows a way too.
He knows a way to make the new internet.
He does! Right, we're hiring Will.
Oh my god!
Will, you're hired. We're making the galaxy wide web.
I know where he lives. I dropped off a bottle to him.
Oh, see, look, perfect. If the internet went down, you could just still go and find Will.
Yep.
A bottle?
Yeah.
Just a bottle.
I think there was a charger as well, but
why a bottle? Okay, but all right. Nice one. Well done. I'm glad you found his house because you needed to drop off a bottle/charger.
Yeah, it's good use of my time, to be honest, driving there.
100%. Anyway, I think that marks the end of this week's episode, so thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of... Don't forget to follow us on our Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast. Tweet us your community episode questions as well, because we want them. We want to answer questions next week. So make sure you tweet us your weird and wacky creative questions to at Stuck in a Podcast. Follow us on our personal Twitters as well, at KairosBest and at FraserIRL. We have good content. And if you tweet us as well, asking us to join some new things we have access to, then we can invite you to have access to brand new, exclusive, early access Twitter features, which I'll talk about on the next week's episode as well.
Yay!
Follow us here on Spotify as well. Turn on notifications so you're notified as to when we upload. We upload every single Wednesday, normally without fail, sometimes with fail. So make sure you follow us here to see more content.
Usually my fault if there is a fail, I should put in.
Yeah, happy to say that. Usually Kaya's fault.
Yeah, I'll admit it as well. I think I said that last week as well.
And I think that's about it. Anything else you want to say?
No, not really.
Cool, thanks so much for listening. And until next week, don't forget...
He's forgotten! Oh, no! You bitch!
Sorry, my internet went down. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, you bitch.